Now it's time to proceed to our next agenda, which is the art workshop. In today's workshop, we will be building models out of recycled materials. I would like to invite Mr. Ahmad Firdaus to lead the workshop with the help of facilitators from Rabat Studio. Please welcome.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Good morning to all. Okay, I'm Firdaus from Rabat Studio. So in Rabat Studio, we have about four founding members, and our friend is the specialized talent. Okay, so myself, Firdaus, I'm graduate in industrial design, majoring in transport design. I used to design cars and car body kit, and then I turned into graphic multimedia. Then I turned into educator. My last position was a product fashion designer. So today, okay, so we are a group of designer. We focus on concept art into products, into installation, into model. So we design stuff for television, we design stuff for stage, we design stuff for any kind of needs, including also just lately we just finished a movie for Amazon Prime that includes a lot of special effects. So this is our work for this year. Okay, so back in March, we have designed and managed fabrication for the prop for telemovie Benua. Okay, next. Okay, this is Benua, a love story with science fiction background. So this story concept is it transcends time. So we have the hero and the heroine. So it plays with what we call timeline in the present time and the future time. So the background of the story is the science fiction stuff. We have the artificial intelligence, we have the troopers, we have the special effects. So this is one of my, I really love the setup. So from an empty space, we managed to set up to look like a sci-fi workshop. So over here we have Adi Alif Adi balik. Alright, and over here we have Nadia Bryan. Yeah, this is what we designed. So this is among the character, the supporting character, which is Omar. So we designed how he looks, what he wears, how it should act in the movie. So, and also with the gadgets. So this is fully 3D printed with working functional screen. Actually, the screen is a smartphone. So we put a smartphone inside. You can see, so we design it. So it's supposed to shoot laser. It's supposed to have some kind of satellite control to hack. So this is what the look for Omar, the character from the future. So Omar helps Prof. Adam. So Prof. Adam is the future leader, the future person who want to fight the robotic. So this is one thing. It's the helmet we designed for Prof. Adam. This is the trooper look. Basically, this is me. I'm trying on the facial design. So we have the troops. We were shooting at German Machine Institute. So I was a lecturer over there. So basically, it's easy for me to get the place to become our setup for the production. So we shoot at about 3 a.m. up to dawn. So all the we turn into like a war zone. It's a future war zone. Next. Okay, among the the product is my design and it's 3D printed. This is a very important part of the movie, which is this is the control op. The ops will have artificial intelligence that controls the story that became the point of interest. So this Alif Adi were assembling the op. So this is a few scenes for it. So we have also Nadia over there. So it's printed in translucent 3D print using assembly. And next we have after the op it became this small, but in the future after 30 years it became this big. So it's like already manifest, already to be a supercomputer, really super mega supercomputer. So with working special effect lights. So we have over here Bear and Kamaru setting up the prop, the tower prop. Next, okay, a few items. So we have the badge, which is the officer in the picture would wear. We also have a few concept art that we didn't use in the movie. So we have designed a sci-fi gun, but due to time constraint, we can't really use it. But we did manage to have also have a weapon. So this is the futuristic lab for Nadia. So this set from zero, we managed to set it out, the lighting, what's going to happen, the robotic part. So basically, inshallah, this movie going to show up at RTM. So if you look something very different, this is something to see lah at RTM. So Malay drama lah. This is Nadia after 30 years. She already became old. She is planning all the things that will happen in the future. This is a few setup scenes during their love story at shop. Okay, after that, we just finished this in Ramadan before 5 days before Raya. We finished this. So it's a psycho thriller movie that have action and gore item. So this is the proposed conceptual movie poster. So the story is the eye, or in Malay is mata puaka. So this is what we set up. We set up the design for the pendant, for the room of the sacrifice. So all this took just like, imagine like this. In 3 hours, we want to shoot over there without nothing. Basically nothing. And in 3 hours, we have really speed up our work, and assemble and finish. So it really took a lot of skill and how to plan the design. This is what was me. So this is another setup. We also made that part. Okay, this I really like this setup. Okay, right. On the left is Mr. Hazy. His famous name is Mr. Minda. Dia ni gang Raja Lawak jugalah. Tapi he really a magician. He can do magic. So in this story, he plays the part of the butler. So the parang on his head, I was making it last like 3 hours before use, like nothing. Okay, you want a parang? Okay, I can give you a parang. Okay, nak darah? Tak darah. So letak ke kepala dia. So ada satu scene dia, he's been axed by the parang lah. And we have this scene. This is very gore scene. There's one scene in the nightmare scene. The heroine is being forced to give up her child. So he was forced to grab her child. So that scene we have small, not real baby, prosthetic baby, and with the blood coming out. So I was setting up the look. Okay, this is this is the nightmare scene hospital. So we make a typical corridor alley at a house, and we turn it into like a hospital looking kind of the way lah, with the lighting. Also the same corridor, but we turn it into a living room again. This is for the fighting scene. Could you play this one? Play this. This is actually a video. There's a fighting scene over there. So basically, all the furniture you can break it down. We already it's not real furniture. It makes to use as a prop to stand, to make people fall, break. So this is what among the scene over there. We have the hero is Mr. Ayes. Ayes is a professional martial wrestler. So he's also a martial art artist. So he choreographed, and I work with him. Which part of the furniture would fall and would be used to throw in the future. So this is a sneak peek actually. This is a sneak peek I showed you. Basically, if you look at the uncut, then it's quite slow lah. Tapi when it comes to the final editing, there is a few camera lah also that look very fast. Right. This is another scene at the center of the house. So we turn it into what's called like a final battle area lah. So can you play on the left video? Okay, look kan. Okay. This is very interesting. Right. So we have special effect breakable glass that we can use to throw smash. So that's what the practical effect. And on the right, this is the fighting scene, how they are choreographed. This was 3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning. So basically, we have to set up the lighting, the smoke, and we have to look it like a nightmare scene. Next. Okay, this is video play. Okay, the hero is being fight. This is the crew over there. So basically, the people in black in the cloaks are the mengikut ajaran sesat lah. So, this is a few things that I can share lah. Ada banyak lagi tapi saya akan share macam ganggu lah. Saya tahu dah cerita macam mana kan. Okay. Alright. So that's our portfolio for the movie setup lah. Alright. So model building for recycled material. So the definition. What is model building? Model building basically the things and how do you do your technique, how do you learn to make a structure. Tak kira is it architecture building or products. So it's model making, it's model building. But by means of the recycled material, it's the leftover or the throw part by any consumption of product or used part. So basically, we're talking about we can use anything and leftover or recycled material as a material. Okay. Translating your idea into a form of physical. So basically, when a designer or you have an idea, you want to share it, you want to present it. So the idea became a model in design way lah. So basically, it have certain size and certain scale. Okay. There are many type of scale being used from. If you talk about what is what is 1-to-1 scale. If we're talking about this setup is 1-to-1 scale. If you talk about 1-to-1 scale, it basically it's the real size. So, but if we say 1-to-100, so the model is been divided at 100. So there's a difference lah. So a model usually doesn't have mechanical part or movement part usually lah. But certain model that have functional part. But if the model have 100% functional part, it's a prototype. It's a mechanical prototype. It's a working prototype. So basically, we're talking about what the finishing. Is this model can be sprayed with color? Does it just empty blank like that? So depends on what kind of idea you want to present. Okay. Alright. So example, we have here the scale model for die-cast car. So we have 164, 34, 24 and 18. This is usually if you go to buy a toy car, there's a scale over there. So if you look, I want to ask, what's the scale of Hot Wheel car? What's the scale of it? One what? Okay, Hot Wheel car basically is vary. Hot Wheel car, the term is not more than 3 inch or 2 inch. So basically, Hot Wheel car is about 134 or 132. Depends on the model, on the design. But if we make it a prop for Ultraman scene, the building is different. So basically, the building looks at half of the actor's scale, but we know the scale modeling in this scene is not the building, it's the actor, it's the prop, it's the wearable costume. So we're talking about if the building is like 15 stories or 20 stories, so how tall is the monster, how tall is the Ultraman over there. So basically we have to set up for the environment, we have to set up for the actor. Alright. Scale model example, we have a lot. There's also I myself a avid collector, or I collect Hot Wheels, I collect scale model, and I collect also a lot of scale model motorcycle. I have a lot of scale model motorcycle. So it can be also a very good hobby lah, scale modeling. A lot of scale modeling, like the chair over there, we'll be talking about 200 to 300 ringgit for small item. Very delicate work. Next. Okay. The right scale to show how good the building design is. Basically, in architecture design or architecture build up for the model, there are standard scale that they use: 110, 120, 150, 100, 1500, 1000, up to many more of scale. Okay, but today we are going to focus on 150. Okay, right? Okay, very example of material used for a scale model. We have from the model making board, we have balsa wood. We also can use ice cream popsicle stick. We also can use Lego. We can also use mixed material. We also can use plastic, transparent plastic. So basically, if you go at shopping mall, you look at a property, say there is a scale model of the building, of the township or the property. Basically, either it's been colored full or been show transparent part lah to show the room kan. Okay, alright. Okay, this is basically, I think you quite understand it. So, if we're talking about 1/10 of the scale, number one is the actual scale, or actual size dimension. Divide to 10. So, if I am about 157 cm. If in 10 scale, I am about what? 50 cm. 50 cm tall, something like that. So, basically itu lah. Okay, this is the scale for the Hot Wheel 143. Okay, alright. Alright. So, okay, sekarang ni so korang dah okay, insyaAllah at the end of today korang jangan nak sembang aku pasal skill model lah, aku tahu lah. Okay, tapi kita akan tengoklah planning tu macam mana kita buat tu kan. Okay, alright. Adalah few lah ni contoh-contoh yang menarik lah, the design of the architecture yang menarik. Okay, jom kita buat. Okay.